What's going on, everybody? What's happening? How you feeling? How you living? You already know who it is. It's your boy Jay, aka Big Daddy Beard, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another segment of my podcast, The Debate Table. Now, for those that are new to this is a podcast that I started under my gaming channel, Big Daddy Beard Gaming Promotions, B.D.B.G.P for short. Basically, where we talk about an array of different topics that are fun, engaging, and entertaining. Now, it's not only me that has come up with some of these dope topics, you as well, everyone that's been supporting this podcast since last year. I've also taken the liberty of adding some of your ideas and topics into the podcast to make these debates more interesting, more entertaining, and more engaging for everybody that comes through and shows support. So thank yourselves as well for making this what a success. And like I said, we're still going to keep the ball rolling with it. So I want to appreciate you guys for coming through and continuing to support this. Again, more episodes are on the way, so stay tuned. But we're ready to dive into tonight's episode, which is all about popular television game shows. But before I do, just a couple quick things. Give me a second. Let me just zoom in a little bit. So, a couple things before we get started. Again, anybody is welcome to the table. Feel free to pull up a chair and let's talk about these subjects. Again, if you guys want to come up, I do have the StreamYard link posted. It's in the Nightbot. So all you have to do is just click on that if you want to pop up. Now, if you do come up, a couple things. Just make sure that you guys are in a secluded area where it's quiet. There's no type of noise or any loud energy in the background, things of that nature. Also, make sure that you don't have multiple devices running because it can cause feedback and echoes, and we don't want that. And then, of course, again, you have the comfortability of showing yourself on and off camera. Now, if you don't want to be on camera, all you have to do is just basically switch it over like that, where you can show your avatar if you don't want to be on camera. Again, I don't pressure anybody to do so. That's only if you want to come up. And most importantly, again, just be respectful of everybody that's coming through. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, whether you agree or not. Again, we're just here to have fun and rock out with these debates. Also, too, I do have merch available for anyone that's interested. Again, this is the logo for the debate table. If you guys want any type of merch, any colors, any sizes, let me know, and I can get it printed and shipped out to you. Just hit me up. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get into it. But before we do that, I'm going to start welcoming everybody in. Who we got in the building? My lady, my baby, my other half, Mrs. EC, Life's Magical Journey. Hey, baby, how you feeling? How you living? Welcome in, mama. I appreciate you coming through. What's going on, minion? How you feeling? How you living? Appreciate you coming through. Tell Deez I said what's up, unless he's already on his way in here. If he's not, tell him I said what up. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. What's good, Tay Weez? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome, man. Appreciate you coming through. See, he already knows the slogan. My guy, or like Denzel Washington says, my man. What's going on with you? Appreciate you coming through. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. So let's go ahead and dive into this subject. Again, popular game shows. Now, for those who don't know, I am the hugest fan of television game shows. I've been a fan ever since I was a kid, sitting Indian style in front of my gigantic TV, you know, the ones with the huge box in the back and stuff like that, looking like the little girl off of, what's that horror movie, Poltergeist? What was her name again? Annie or Anne or Marie? Or one of them names, I don't know. But yeah, that used to be me. I was that kid. Now, I never got sucked into the TV, you know, thank God. But I used to always sit there Indian style, waiting for all my favorite game shows to come on and stuff, whether it was the morning, afternoon, night, you name it. I love them all. So there's so much fun, so entertaining, and so engaging. But, you know, of course, we live in a different society now where game shows aren't as popular as they used to be. There are some that still are kind of like, you know, hanging in there. But overall, most of them have kind of like done the here today, gone tomorrow type of route. But again, you know, I kind of just want to go back down memory lane and reminisce on some of the ones that we all know and loved and enjoyed throughout our early years coming up. Who else we got in the building? Miss Angie Styles, my lovely auntie. How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming through. All right. So let's dive into these questions, everybody. And I'm going to be giving my take on this as well. So let's jump it off. Question 1. What do you think is/are the reasons why game shows aren't as popular as they were back in the day? And tell me why. So that's question one right there. So let me know what you guys think. I'm going to keep that posted there. I'll go ahead and kick it off while you guys are getting your answers together for that. So for me, a lot of reasons. The fact that we live in a more technologically advanced world where you have so many different things that have kind of taken away from people just sitting back and watching general TV like how we used to do back in the day. Think about it. You got social media. You have like all these different challenges. You got YouTube, people becoming content creators. You know, you have the streaming platforms, which is become a really big thing now. You got a lot of different things now that people more so focus on. So because of that, you know, we're not as attentive to back in the day where we didn't have all this stuff. And, you know, we couldn't wait to get back home and turn on the tube and be able to watch some of those favorite game shows that we all know and love. So for me, that's what I believe is the reasons why these game shows don't have that same popularity as they did back in the day. And like I said, there are some that are still kicking. You know, you got Jeopardy, you have Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud, which is those are the three that I know that are definitely hanging in there strong and still around to this day. But all of some of the other beloved ones, they kind of just came and went. They had their little run, and then that was pretty much it. You never really heard from them again. But those three that I just mentioned, of course, those are like the godfathers right there. They're the titans, the colossals. You know, we all know and love them. Like I can't think of one person that hates any of those three shows: Family Feud, Wheel of Fortune, and Jeopardy. If you hate those shows, then something's wrong with you. But they're still standing strong even after all these years. But yeah, for me, I think, you know, people don't watch TV as much as they used to. You know, especially now. Like streaming has become the biggest thing now. So what is a good thing though is that some streaming platforms have actually thrown game shows on there. So you actually can catch reruns, but it's very rare. You have to really like search and dig deep into the archives and research to see which ones actually do have some of those game shows available. But yeah, just our technologically advanced world is definitely the reason, the biggest reason as to why I feel like they no longer exist now. So chat starting to fly. Who else we got up in here? PMC, what's good, my guy? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming through. Chilling. Because of video gaming? That, you know what? That is another thing too. Video games have become a big thing. Guilty. I still love game shows. I would still watch them if they were still around. But yeah, I'm guilty of the gaming. Social media, streaming. Okay, exactly. Social lifestyle changes. I didn't think about that too. That definitely, Auntie. You wanted something with that one for sure. The digital age and the perpetual rise of introduction of new fads to get popular overnight make game shows a nostalgic thing of the past. And though they're still around, they don't keep most. Hey, you went straight Jesse Jackson on them. He said, my brothers, the digital age and the perpetual rise of individuals. And hey, well said, PM. Well said right there. That right there, that people's interests. People aren't as interested as they were back in the day. Back then, we used to constantly talk about them. Now it's like people are like, game show? What is that? How do you even spell that? Can you use it in a sentence? It's gotten to that point. Liz B, what's going on? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming through. Social media definitely has something to do with that. You're right about that, Mama. You are absolutely right. Let me see. Just oh, you were sick? All right. Hope you feel better, PMC. Mm, Short attention spans. Yeah, definitely. Like if people aren't engaged or entertained within the first couple seconds or the first few minutes, they're on to the next thing or whatever else is going on. So you're absolutely right about that. No doubt. No doubt. Okay. Anybody else? Make sure I didn't miss anybody. I'm just scrolling through. Chat is flying right now. Thank you guys. I think people's interests are changing. Game shows are fun and wholesome. Lots of people aren't looking for that as much as they used to be. Very true. Very, very true, Mama. Yeah, y'all done went political. I like it. I love it. The fullest attention that the game show gets, bro, is from a taped live audience or live audience in real time. But I still love game shows, even reruns. Absolutely. I'm the same way. There's nothing like, hearing that audience clap and, when the intros used to kick on like Jeopardy. I used to get so hyped. It was like hearing the ice cream man coming and stuff. You used to sit there and play with toys. That's how I felt with game shows and stuff. Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud, Price is Right and all that stuff like that. I hear those. I'm like, oh, I stop everything I'm doing. I'm flying down the steps. My parents were like, what's wrong with you? Family Feud's on. Wheel of Fortune's on. My dad would get mad because he'd be watching the football game. He'd be getting hyped up. I used to just slide in front of the TV and he's like, hey, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, Wheel of Fortune's on. He's like, I don't care. Go watch it upstairs. The upstairs TV only gets 2 channels. I'm watching it down here. What you gonna do about it? And he's like, you know what I'm gonna do. He go get his belt and stuff like that. Then I got to take off. I'm like, it's okay. You get your belt. I'll be right back though. Like an hour later, come back and turn the TV on again. I said I'm watching Wheel of Fortune. Like, besides, your team ain't winning anyway. So, Whammy was one of my favorite. Woo, Whammy. Wow, you took it back on him. Took it back. Mine too. It's called I Remember Press Your Luck. I remember that. Classic right there. Regarding the love of game shows, I think the same philosophy could be used with board games. I still love board games and I love game shows. Absolutely. You see, great minds think alike, because that's actually my second question to everybody. Wow. Oh, Supermarket Sweep. I remember that. That was another one that used to get me hyped up. And you know what's funny? When I used to go grocery shop with my mom, because I hated it so much, like when she was grabbing certain items and she would leave me with the cart, I would take it and I go flying down the aisles and stuff like that, scaring all the white people and stuff like that. And I remember one time they had on the overhead. They're like, yeah, we have a young child that's flying down the aisles and stuff really crazy. He's on aisle 5. He's now making his way to 6, and now he's on 7. Whoever the parent is of this child, please come and get him. Thank you and stuff. And my mom be like, she would look back. She would go back to the aisle that I was supposed to be in. She like, that's got to be my son. Like, Jaden, where you at? So, absolutely. Classic right there. Memories. Nostalgic memories right there. Oh, Shop Till You Drop. Ooh, y'all going back in time. I love this. Minnie Riperton style. Keep it going. Match 22. Y'all showing y'all age. I love it. No, what? Look, you know how it was when you were a kid. Grocery shopping took forever. You'd be sitting there like, are we done yet? Like, no. Still got about 5 more items to get. And the cart is like literally overflowing. So what else am I supposed to do? It's boring. I'm going to fly down the aisles. I'm getting my supermarket sweep on. Look, you should have seen me too, Mama. Back in the day, I was flying down them things. And then I ride onto the cart and stuff, just yelling, we out here. And I'm like, we're what? Excuse me? We out here. That's what I'm doing. Now get out of my way. On to aisle 7 I go. So GSN was the best channel to see the Game Show Network. I remember that because they had everything on here. They had Get the Picture, American Gladiators, the Carmen Sandiego show. I don't know if you guys remember that. They had that actress, Lynn Thigpen. She was the one from, what's that movie, Lean On Me? And she was also the radio jockey from the Warriors and stuff. Good news, boppers. That was her. She was the chief on that show. That, again, so I remember that. Nick Arcade, Double Dare, What Would You Do? What's the other one? Legends of Hidden Temple, all those classic ones. Let's Make a Deal. Oh, yeah, another dope one. Look, listen. I was a wild child, running wild. Yeah, I love Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Love that. Love Are You Smart in the Fifth Grader? Love them all. So, yeah, definitely. Jeopardy always gave me Trivial Pursuit vibes. Believe it or not, Trivial Pursuit is actually a spinoff of Jeopardy. Now, based on what I heard, they wanted to kind of change the narrative So they went multiple choice instead of, how Jeopardy is, where you gotta just have your straight up answer. Because they didn't want to rip off of Jeopardy, because Jeopardy was kind of like, no, 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 no. We see what you're doing. We see what you're trying. So they said, all right, we got to change it up so that we don't get those same similarities. So that's what they were going for. So absolutely. So again, for those coming in, making their way in, topic of conversation is popular game shows. Here's the first question, if you guys need it, before I dive into question two. I don't have as many questions this time around, so this live won't be as long as some of the other ones. But that's the question there. Before I get into question two, what do you think is or are the reasons why game shows aren't as popular as they were back in the day, and why? And then again, if anybody wants to come up, you can definitely do so. Just click on the link right there and just come on up if you want to give your take on it verbally instead of typing in the chat. But again, if you want to stay within the chat and do your thing, that's perfectly fine too. No pressure, no pressure. All right, so let's go ahead and get into question two. All right. Before I do that, let me just see what everybody's saying. Oh yeah, weakest link. Yeah. You know what? I used to always think the host of that was an asshole. Like, I used to just think she was like really ignorant. And I used to tell myself, I'm like, man, one of these days somebody gonna end up punching her in her face. Like, seriously, because she used to be like hella ignorant. She kind of reminded me of like Gordon Ramsay, but just of game shows though. She's like, is that your final answer? Oh, well, too bad. It was wrong. Like, I'll knock your ass. Like, it was one of those, like, for real. And sometimes, like, you see the contestants, you be looking at them, they be looking at her like she like, man, look, the minute we go to commercial break, you know about the PMC, what we call the bing bing. Am I lying? Am I lying? you know, like, who you talking to? Like, careful before I send you back overseas, and I'll rip up your passport and your green card. What's going on, Frosties? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome, man. Appreciate you coming through. All right, so here is question two. Are there any of your favorite childhood games in particular, such as video games, board games, etc., that you would like to see become actual game shows? And if so, which ones? So I'll give you guys a minute to kind of dissect that one a little bit and think about it. But for me, you know what would be really dope? And I think they're getting ready to do it too. Monopoly. I could see Monopoly as like a live game show. That would actually be kind of dope. It'd probably be a lot of fights though. I don't know how long, if they'd have a really long run or not. Because it gets real in Monopoly. I didn't realize this until I actually started going to people's houses and having game night and seeing how real it gets with Monopoly. Like, it's serious. I've seen people get beat up, shot, stabbed, shanked. I mean, it's the same thing as, getting stabbed, but still, I've seen people get jumped. I'm like, it's not that serious. Like, now, if you were playing for real money, I can understand that thing, but that money is fake, and it's like this tiny. So it's like, really, it gets real with Monopoly. Like, P. Rich Moneybags, he knew what he was doing when he put that game together. As soon as you pass go, it's over. You better know what you're doing. So, Monopoly, Twister. Oh, I could see that. Like a big, gigantic Twister. That would be crazy, Auntie. They should do that. They should do that. I would definitely tune in for that. Cowboy Tory, what's good, my guy? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming through. Congrats on getting monetized too as well. Or let me rephrase that. Monetized. So congrats, my guy. Well deserved. Well deserved. What's going on, Rooster? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming through. All right. I would like to see Monopoly become an actual game show because it is real life. It gets real in Monopoly. It gets real. Dang, Frosted, you read my mind too. Uno too. I would love to see a game show based on Uno. Uno would be dope. Definitely. All right, let me just see what everybody else. Okay, everybody just saying what's up. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. So I would definitely say all those ones that you guys mentioned for sure. No doubt about that. I'm trying to think of some other ones. You know what else would be a dope one too? Simon. That would be dope. I could see them doing like something with the game Simon. You remember that? It was the with the color pattern and stuff like that. Um, they should do something with Connect Four. That would be dope. I could see Connect Four because I know they've done something at like Dave and Buster's or like those entertainment rec places where they have the gigantic Connect Four thing, something like that. Um, let me see what else. I'm trying to think of some other ones that would be really dope. Oh, big homie in the building, Lufa. Not Luther, Lufa, Lufa, Junior. What's good, my guy? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming through. Oh, Yahtzee. Yahtzee would be dope. That would be dope. That's a good one, PMC. What's good? Wait, hold on. Merge, that ain't chill. Merge, that ain't chill. What's good, cuzzo? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Appreciate y'all coming through. So again, before we proceed, the topic of conversation, as you can see on the banner, scrolling back and forth, we're talking about popular game shows. So for those coming in, here is question 1 before we continue on with question 2. What do you think is or are the reasons why game shows aren't as popular as they were back in the day, and why? So that's question 1. So take some time to dissect that while we continue on with question 2, and I'll pop that up in a minute. So here's question 2. Are there any of your favorite childhood games in particular, such as video games, board games, etc., that you would like to see become actual game shows? If so, which ones? So let me just see where I'm at with it. Oh, you know what? Operation's another one too. Rooster. It gets real with Operation. Operation and Monopoly. I mean, people have lost lives over those games. Rest in peace to those that are no longer here due to Operation and Monopoly. It gets real with those, but that would be a dope one too. I could definitely see that. Oh man, that is crazy. Yeah. He was just saying that too. You imagine that? Like that buzzer would probably be going off like every 2 seconds. I would love that. Oh yeah, the Game of Life. That would be dope. I could see them doing the Game of Life. You know which one they should do too? And I just thought about it. Candyland. Imagine them doing like a real live game show with Candyland. I love Candyland. That's one of my favorites. Sorry. And Trouble. Those two. Yeah, definitely those for sure. Ooh. I don't know about Dominoes because Dominoes gets real, mama. Those are the top 3 of when it gets too real. Monopoly, Operation, and Dominoes. It gets real with those. Somebody's getting shot or stabbed. Like I don't even think people are coming back from commercial break if they were to have live game shows of that. It gets real. Y'all know it does too. Folks don't have the attention span nowadays. Very true, very true. We were just talking about that as well. Definitely. Mary G, how you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming through. Hey, what the barber say on Come to America? He lie. Operation is cold blood. Yeah, somebody gonna be in the operation after that game. Ooh, guess who? Yeah, cuzzo. Guess who would be dope? I remember that. Or the memory game too, or even like Go Fish. I could see that too. Um, are you serious? They had a Candyland DVD game. How did I not know about that? What's wrong with me? Where have I been? See, that's what happens when you spend too many years in a cave and stuff like that. The caveman era and stuff. With the club and the hairy bear outfit and stuff like that. Me, don't know about Candyland DVD club. Yeah, how did I not know about that? That's crazy. Battleship. Mm. I'm thinking about it in my head. Yeah, that's another game too. That might have to be the Mount Rushmore there too of games that get real. I've seen people get beat up over Battleship. You're like, oh, you sunk me at F9, huh? Okay, okay. And then next thing you know, they come around that corner like, hey, what you doing? Yeah, I'm gonna sink your ship. Bing, bang, lights out. So it gets real. It gets real. Oh no, no, no. PFC, absolutely not. No, you. We're talking about popular stuff becoming actual game shows. You really trying to get somebody gonna be doing 25 to life if they do a television game show based off of craps. Oh no, all the real thugs coming out. Hey, look, it's gonna be one episode. It ain't gonna make it a full season. It's gonna be one episode and that's it. Look, you're gonna see chalk outlines and everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I was telling my lady. I'm like, Rooster, Domino's is too intense. It's way too intense. And he gonna add the emojis too. Yeah, those games right there, Operation Monopoly, um, Dominoes. I was about to say craps. Yeah, it's too real. Even Jenga. Yeah, I forgot about Jenga. Jenga gets real too. It gets real with that. Um, any card games, there's a lot. Yeah, very true. Very true. Because even Uno is kind of getting to that point where like nobody's safe. It's like, yeah, you draw the wrong four. Next thing you know, yeah, I'm drawing four, right? Boom, 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 boom. Like it's getting real. Laser tag Call of Duty as a as a game show? Oh, you mean as a like a video game correlated? Oh, yeah. Especially as popular as Call of Duty is. Okay, I see. I see where you're getting at, Frost. Okay, that would kind of be kind of dope, though. That would be. See, these look. I'm giving you all ideas of stuff to start looking forward to in the future. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm telling you, it gets real. It gets real with some of these games. Solitaire would be dope. Even Hearts too. I used to love Hearts, the computer game. Solitaire would be. I love Solitaire. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah, it was in the early 2000s, maybe 2008. Okay, okay. I got to look that up. I definitely got to look that up. My big homie, what's good, my guy? One of my participants for my upcoming Battle of the Beat segment that will be starting on Sunday, this Sunday, January 8th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Look out for that. I'm going to talk about that more at the end of this episode. But yeah, what's good, Imagine? AKA, you don't really talk like you used to. I had that bumping today before I got back home. That's my banger right there, man. Big shout out to my boy Imagine, one of the champions of my Battle of the Beast 3. So again, big shout out to him. What? Why are you shaking your head? What I do? What I do? Oh, that would be dope. Now that I'm thinking about that, Rooster, that could be dope. Like could you imagine people really trying to jump over those barrels and stuff like that if they had like a Donkey Kong type of yeah, you got to be in like top shape though, because those were some big ass barrels in that game. They didn't look like it until like you really get close up. Those things, those are big barrels. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to really like run track and do hurdles and all that to be able to jump over that. But that would be funny because that would be kind of like what's that TV show? Wipeout. You know how they be falling and having all the accidents and stuff like that? That'd be interesting. A Sudoku game. You know what? I've I want to get into Sudoku. One of these days I'm gonna really have to sit and learn that game. Because I mean I do like numbers. I don't like math, but I like numbers. But that yeah, I could definitely see that. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Salute, my guy. Salute, salute. Yeah, I was bumping your whole track list earlier today. The block, weird. Yo, I can't begin to tell you how dope weird is. Like especially like in the car and having like the system bumping. That beat hits. Oh my god! And then talk right after that. Fire, my guy. I need your beats for the series. Like I said, you and Banji, I need y'all to get this tiebreaker going. So let me know how those beats are coming. I need six, the Sinister Six. So let me know when you get those together so we can get that thing popping for sure. Yeah, yeah, it would. It would. I could definitely see that, Rooster. Oh, snap. I would now look, I would be a contestant. If they ever did like some type of like live game show type racing like Mario Kart and all like Crash Team Racing stuff like that, absolutely. Absolutely. I could that Mario Kart be fly and then like they dress up as characters. That would be dope, Frost. That would be dope. Donkey Kong, American Ninja type of thing. Oh, I forgot about American Ninja. Yeah. Donkey Kong would be dope. That would be. You dress up as a little plumber and stuff like that. You get the little plastic hammer. Yeah, that would be yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Oh, Dr. Mario. Yeah. Oh, like kind of like Tetris kind of. That'd be dope if they did something like that. Imagine like Tetris related, where ooh, ooh, when I start looking all around, that's when ideas start correlating in my head. Ooh, yeah, we want to all get together. We all going to have to sit at the round table again, like the United Nations, and we want to start petitioning for some of these dope game shows. We got some ideas right now. You see where we on to getting our mad scientists on while we debating. Frogger, oh, Frogger as a game show. Woo-hoo! Oh man, that yeah, I like that. I like that. Um, no, like look, they could use plastic items. So like the turtle shell, they just like maybe take it and just kind of throw it in. It could be like one of those like little cushion things where it hits you in the back of the head, but it doesn't really hurt. One of those things. Be like, hey, yeah, you got me, you got me. Yeah, that's why you're always in last place. But I can see that though. I can see that. Nothing like that's going to be dangerous and really hurt anybody. But yeah, absolutely. Oh my God, Mama, get out my head. I was just thinking about that too. Scattergories. My mom used to play that all the time. I remember that game. Yeah. Oh no, no, yeah. Hey, look, imagine. I know you are real busy. You and Banji. I know you guys have been like extremely busy after BLB3. Over 450 views, by the way. Thank you guys. Thank you. Still going too. Almost at 500. So thank y'all for that. But yeah, yeah. Take your time. Take your time because I'm gonna have you and Banji as the later episode and stuff like that. Yeah. I used to love Boggle. That's another game my mom used to always have us playing. Like when we had our game nights and stuff like that. Boggle would be dope. Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to think of some more. Y'all, these are some good suggestions that you guys have given. Oh, I remember Jet Moto. Classic. Yeah, all of these, I could definitely see that though. Boom. Frogger would be dope. It would be. Yeah, yes, it would. I don't know how I would look in a green outfit though. Maybe just I'll probably just wear an all green suit and just hop around. But I don't know. Them bodysuits, they be a little too tight. I don't know. Me and spandex, we don't get along. I'm too husky for that. So, oh, yo, you know what? That might be top of the list because my mom loves Pac-Man and I do too. Could you imagine that? Like the actual grid running all around. That yo, ooh, that would be dope. Love connection, dating game to tell the truth. Yeah, those were game shows. They were. But oh, okay. Okay. You know what though? Maybe if they turn those into like video games, that would be interesting because they were already game shows, Auntie. But yeah, like a video game format or even like a board game, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah, I American Gladiators. A lot of people slept on that show. So many people. Man, yeah, they definitely I mean, but that was already a game show though. But maybe in the form of a video game, I could see that. Oh man, if Oregon Trail, one of the that's like one of the OGs. That's one of the founding fathers. I love OT. Love OT. That's one of the one games I could play and never get tired of. I absolutely love it. Love it. You're right. You man, look. Not only do you got to be in shape, but you literally have to eat water. You can't even drink it. You got to eat water, and you have to like be a professional track star because that's a lot of running. You can't jog in that game. You can't even power walk. None of that. You can't glide. You can't Michael Jackson moonwalk. You have to run like you got cops and SWAT dogs and those dogs that be chasing you like the post office guys do. You got to be in tip top shape. All of those elements right there, you have to have those to be able to do Pac-Man because you're gonna be tired as hell. Farmville, yeah, I could see Farmville. I could definitely see that as like a game show. Okay, all right. God of War. I don't know about God of War. Somebody, nah. For actual game show, I don't think so. Nah, not that. That's too violent. That's too vulgar. They're gonna take that off. Maybe if it's like on a network like HBO or something, real graphic, maybe they could get away with it. But not none of these like popular networks and stuff. Like ABC ain't about to have no game show of God of War. They're gonna be like, what? No. So some boy. No. Season canceled before it even starts. Real life Animal Crossing will require a bodysuit too. You ain't lying. You ain't lying about that, PM. Yeah, exactly. Because those mazes, of course, as you advance in the game of Pac-Man, those mazes they get harder and harder. So yeah, you ain't lying about that though. Castlevania. As a game show? Hmm. I kind of see where you're going with it, but hmm. You know what? Yeah, maybe. That would be interesting. That's a good show too, by the way, that they released on Netflix, the animated series of that. Very dope. Very dope. What's going on, Yoshi? How you feeling? How you living? Welcome, man. Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, yeah, just like the escape rooms, because those are fun too. That's what they should do. They should turn those escape rooms that they have, like in different cities and towns, turn that into a game show. I would love to do something like that. Those are fun. I've done one, and it's really fun. Hella fun. All right, so let's get ready to dive into question three. But before we do, for all those making their way in, welcome to the debate table. Pull up a chair. The topic of conversation is popular game shows. So here's question one and two before I dive into the third one. Question one, for all those making their way in. What do you think is or are the reasons why game shows aren't as popular as they were back in the day, and why? That's question one. Question two. Are there any of your favorite childhood games in particular, such as video games, board games, etc., that you would like to see become actual game shows? If so, which ones? So that's question one and two. Now, here's the third and final question before I dive into one of my favorite segments that I love to do on this podcast. Question three. It's a kind of a two-part in a sense. If given the opportunity, which would you rather do? One, create and host your very own game show and why? Or two, join as a contestant of your favorite game show, and if so, which ones and why? Now, if you have more than one, you can name those. So I'll leave that one up there for a minute. To revisit question one, game shows are like westerns at this point. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Now, which ones? The Clint Eastwood ones, or like them really, really old ones where you see that tumbleweed go by at the beginning of the opening credits? So you ain't lying about that, PMC. You're not lying about that. So yeah, that's question three right there. So take your time with that one. Let me go ahead and get my take on that. Man, that's a good question, and I'm the one that actually thought of it. How crazy is that? Um, which I would definitely want to be a contestant for sure. Um, just because it just looks so much fun. Just that ambiance of all eyes on you, the studio audience, just the energy, the positive vibes, the hype, the music. I mean, it's just like, you know, it's like just pure gratification and glory. That's for me, that's why I would want to be a contestant. So definitely for me, number two. Now, which game shows? Okay. Definitely the Where in the World is Carmen San Diego. I need to be on that for sure. That was my show. Nick Arcade. I need to be on Nick Arcade. Um, Family Feud. Oh, and Legends of the Hidden Temple. That was my show right there. Just because I want to go through that big maze and stuff with them little pendants and get to my favorite room in that whole entire temple, the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. I used to love that. I used to be scared every time I would hear the host, old Mac, say it. But I used to get hyped up at the same time. So I'd be like nervous, scared, because I was a little kid, but still hyped just to hear it. The Shrine of the Silver Monkey. Just the way he said it, his voice and stuff, it was so dope. I love that. I love that. So Rooster said Family Feud. Okay. Any other ones, or just that's the only one you would want to be on? Now, why would you want to be on Family Feud too? Don't forget the second part to that. Why? So whichever option you choose, one or two. Why? Okay, create your own. Okay, and tell me why. Because I think I know the answers. Good answer. Can we see? Because I think I know the answers on the board. Ding! Hey! I feel you, Rooster. I feel you. I would like to create my own game show and host it because none of these game shows have a truly unique or original concept yet. Because with everything you can think of, someone else does it first, usually. Dare to be different. I like that. I like that. DTDB. I like that. Yeah. So I'm sorry. Wait, I said DTBD. I said that wrong. So yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. They're always, having something different, innovative, original, something that other people haven't thought of. Yeah, I'm with you on that, PMC. So good answer. Very good answer. Absolutely. I would love to do American Ninja or Wipeout. Okay. Now that with that question, that's a either or. So um, would you do one or would you do two if you had to choose between the two? Which one would you? What would you ultimately want to go with? Would you want to go with number one or would you go with number two? I mean, that's cool that you said that you answered both, but if you had to pick between those two, number one or number two, so I can have creative control. I'm with that. I'm with that. Yeah, definitely. Like you don't have to answer to anybody. You're your own boss. You can run everything the way you want. You can have featured who you want to feature on there. Yeah, I that definitely makes sense. Definitely, absolutely. I like to create one. In fact, I'm in the process. Yeah. So for those who don't know, my lady is actually creating a very, very dope game show. I'm not exactly sure when she's going to be. Oh wait, you did say you're going to be starting in February. I'm sorry. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. If you want to give everybody some insight on it while you're in here, Mama, definitely do so. So yeah, I don't want to sit there and like spill it. I'll let you have creative control over that. So, but yeah, if you want to tell everybody about it, definitely, so people can get in tune and definitely look forward to it. I would like to do both because both have similar obstacle courses, but one is more strength based while the other is more time allotted based on and avoiding falls and being hit. Okay. Okay. And then you said both shows do test your mental and endurance through regarding similarity. Yeah. Yeah, they do. Because Wipeout, like, you really got to be on point with that. Like, you can't necessarily, like, one mistake and then that's pretty much it. So, yeah. Um, strength, um, having a clear cut mind, focus, determination, effort, discipline, commitment, definitely all those elements. So I definitely agree with you on that, PM, for sure. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Wipeout. I like Wipeout too. It's a dope show. Definitely. There is one other show that they do have right now, and it's really popular. I don't know if it's still running or not, but I don't know if you guys have ever watched that TV network. It's called First We Feast. I found out about it on YouTube. It's that show. It's called Hot Ones, where they have the different celebrities come up and they eat the different wings while they have like the interview and stuff like that. They actually turned that into a game show, and I actually got a chance to watch a few episodes. It's actually really dope. So there are still a few around. Like I said, it's just not as many, but that one, if you guys get a chance, check out the Hot Ones game show. It is actually really dope how they did it too. Yeah, yeah, we're all looking forward to that. It's called Life Connections again, right, Mama? So yeah, that's gonna be real dope when she gets that up and running. Will your game show be conceptual or procedural? Oh, good question. Very good question. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, let us know all about it, Mama. Inquiring minds would love to know. All right, so yeah, it looks like we've tackled all three of those questions. Now it's time to really challenge the mind. And I know a lot of people, they be like, oh, this is the toughest part of doing this whole entire thing. I had one person ask me in my last debate, they're like, like, it's just, can't we just answer the questions? You can. You don't have to do this last part. I don't force anybody to do it. But again, I love to have these debates and just challenge the mind. Really have people thinking and just reminiscing and stuff. Yes, Life Connections is going to be a dating game, a very dope dating game. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you follow my lady, Life's Magical Journey, and be on the lookout for that when that releases. Coming soon to a YouTube theater near you. All right, so here we go with this last segment. And this is one of the things I love doing the most. So what I've done is a segment called Mount Rushmore. Now, if you guys know what Mount Rushmore is, it's that really popular monument that features the four famous presidents. I know it's Washington, Lincoln, I think it's Adams, and I forgot the last person, but he ain't really that relevant, so it don't really matter. But in this case, what I do is I like to formulate it as like a top five, giving you an honorable mention, which serves as your fifth choice. But the only difference with this one is you have to have four solidified ones. Now that last one, the honorable mention, that's kind of like an extra, which kind of gives it the formula of a top five. But you have to have four solidified ones. So here we go with what that is. Oh, Mama, I got you. I got you. All right. So give me your Mount Rushmore and your honorable mention for your favorite game shows. That's one. And your favorite game show hosts. So two categories, an honorable mention and a Mount Rushmore for favorite game shows and your favorite game show host. Now remember, you have to have four solidified ones, and then you get one honorable mention for both. Take your time and think about it. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. So for me, I actually need to look up mines because it took me a minute because I started reminiscing. I thought about so many different shows. I was just like, man, like it's a lot. So here is my Mount Rushmore and my honorable mention for game shows: Family Feud, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, Legends of the Hidden Temple, Nick Arcade, and then my honorable mention would be Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? I hope they bring that show back. I miss that show so much. I used to watch that all the time. And then they had all the different villains. Like they had Double Trouble, they had Eartha Brute. I'm trying to remember some of the other ones that were on there. That was dope. That and Nick Arcade. I feel like they could revamp Nick Arcade and make that dope again. So that's my Mount Rushmore for the game shows. Now, my game show hosts: Alex Trebek of Jeopardy, Pat Sajak, Wheel of Fortune, Phil Moore of Nick Arcade, Mike O'Malley with Guts, and that other one he had that was way, way back before he switched over to Nickelodeon and became the host of Guts. Get the picture. I don't know if you guys remember that or not. And then, of course, the legend, my honorable mention, Bob Barker, The Price is Right. So let's see what y'all said. Jeopardy, Family Feud, Deal or No Deal, and Geography. Oh, Geography. I forgot about that. Alex Trebek and Richard Dawson. Okay, so you don't have two more? Well, actually, technically three more. So just those the only two, which is cool. If you can't think of any more than that, that's perfectly fine. All right, so that's what PMC said. Rooster said Jeopardy, Family Feud, Price is Right, and Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And again, if you guys don't have an honorable mention, that's perfectly fine. But if you have your four solidified Mount Rushmore, that's perfectly cool too. Ooh. Johnny Quest, I could see that. I could definitely see Johnny Quest as a live action game show. Captain Planet, how would they do that though? That's interesting. I don't know how they can make that into a game show. You'd have to kind of elaborate on that one, PM, because I love that show, by the way, too. But yeah, how would they make that into a game show? That's interesting. Oh, I did. All right, so there we go. Great minds think alike. All right, so my auntie said Family Feud, Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy. Oh my God, I forgot about Hollywood Squares. Wow, I forgot about that. Wow, classic right there, classic. Just those two, no for The Price is Right tanked for me when Drew. Oh yeah, yeah. Damn, I forgot about DC when he hosted Price is Right. Oh, he was terrible. Nobody could touch Bob. I mean, ain't nobody touching Double B. That's the homie right there. And you know he was the homie when Adam Sandler had him featured in Happy Gilmore when he was whooping his ass. He was like, "The price is wrong," and he got up and beat the hell out of him. He's like, "The price is right." Save the planet, make it a concept in a game sense or a video game at least. Yeah. Okay. 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 Hmm. See, that could be something that you could probably host if you can get like the rights and stuff. You could buy out the rights and stuff. Yeah, that would be dope. Look, if you do that, I'll tune in. Oh yeah, they need to do a video game. I'm surprised they don't do something with Captain Planet. Classic, classic. So my lady said, win or lose, draw. Okay, supermarket sweep, pressure luck, wheel of fortune. Oh, singled out. I forgot about singled out. I forgot about that. He said Drew stunk. He did. You know what, Drew? He just first off, he's not funny. Let's just get that out the bag right now. He's not funny. I don't know. He was just too basic. Like Bob had that swag. He had those suits and stuff like that. He had the voice. Like he was just a homie. Like he was that dude. He was like Big Daddy Beard. Come on down. Like, oh, on the way, Bob. Like, no, get out the way. Damn it, move. Let me pushing people and everything. Like, and it's so cool because like it always came out of nowhere. Like you see everybody like sitting there and stuff like that. They just chilling. You hear the music. That music was dope too. The theme music was fly. But yeah, just that whole ambiance, just get hella hype. Like, yeah. I love. We got to watch that when I come out there and visit you, Mama. Happy Gilmore was that movie. All right, so my aunt said Peter Marshall, Steve Harvey, Chuck Woolery, and Alex Trebek. Okay, nice. Happy Gilmore, Mr. Deeds, and Waterboy are my favorite Adam Sandler movies. That's a nice lineup right there. It's a balanced breakfast right there, PMC. You know what? And I'm sorry, I forgot to mention one other Mount Rushmore. Now this is a bonus one too, and I'm surprised I didn't mention it, but I'm going to add it in here. I'm going to make sure I edit it up real quick. Give me your Mount Rushmore for game show theme music and an honorable mention. I don't know how I forgot to mention that. Which theme music would you put into your Mount Rushmore of game shows? So I'm gonna tell you right now, definitely Price is Right. Family Feud, because I love that country vibe. I love the theme song for Guts. Do you have it? Do you have it? Guts. That man, I was like, if somebody don't rap off of this or sample this beat, what is going on? So what did I say? I said, oh my God, Price is Right, Family Feud, Guts. I love Jeopardy's theme music too. Jeopardy is dope. And Nick Arcade, that's my honorable mention. So the countdown was dope on Jeopardy, yeah, because you really like you be frustrated, but you know you had to like be locked in and focused. That do. I'm like, look, all right, yeah, that's nice, but y'all want to turn this off. I can't focus right now. It's cool, but can we just turn it off for a second? Oh, I already saw that. Okay, I thought it was something else. All right. Family Feud, let's make a deal. Price is Right. Who wants to be a millionaire because of the theatrical drama theme? Yeah. Who wants to be a millionaire? They did have that like real eerie theme music. They definitely did. You knew you had to be like at the top of your game because that music and that was the one show. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be nervous for the contestants. Sometimes I'll be sitting there watching. I'm like, damn, boy, I feel like I'm on here and I'm not. I'm nervous. especially when they lose. Oh, it's so heartbreaking. And then like the whole she just don't make it any better. Oh, sorry, you obviously don't know how to be a millionaire, or whatever she says, something like that. You're clearly not capable of being a millionaire. I tell you what, I am capable of knocking your ass out. You got one more time to say something real slick. All right, I'm gonna knock them shades off your face. Like, she was rude. I see why they got rid of that show because they had to do away with her. I think who did they end up replacing? They replaced her for somebody else. Was it Cedric the Entertainer? Or what? It was one of them guys. Somebody. I get hyped when families beat Fast Money and go for the car. Even as a kid, I was excited. Yeah, right. That music just gets you hyped. It's like makes me want to square dance. I want to get like a cowboy hat, some boots and stuff. The click clack with the spurs and stuff. Gotta be snakeskin. They gotta be snakeskin. And just do that. Dun, 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 dun. Hey. Tip the hat and stuff. Don't judge. Don't judge. This is what I do. I'm silly. Y'all know that. Get used to it. I've been on here 5 years. Guess what? The silliness ain't gonna stop now. So do not judge. Oh man. So let me see. Honorable mention, Newlywed Game and Bob Eubanks. Ooh, I forgot about the Newlywed Game. Forgot about that one. Oh, yeah, that was a good one too, Auntie. Cal tipping on Foles, still tipping. Yeah. PMC, only you, man. Change of Heart, Hell Date yeah. Gotta mention those. Change of Heart was dope too. Hell Date, I remember that. Oh yeah, I mentioned Bob. Yeah, Bob Barker, definitely OG right there. All the guys I mentioned, just OG. Alex Trebek. I think Alex is still doing Jeopardy. If I'm not mistaken. Him and Pat Sajak and Vanna. I think they're all still doing those three. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Change of Heart was good. It was very good. Oh, a limit date. I remember that. I think I only watched like 1 or 2 episodes of that. Bob Eubanks. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. He did. He did. I completely forgot about that. Rest in peace, Alex Trebek, man. OG right there. Yeah. Alex was the homie, man. We all grew up with Alex. We loved him. Alex was just so cool too, so chill. He never got out of his character and nothing like that. He was always on point with it. Just chill. He was one of us. He's one of us. Just about 5 shades lighter though. But he was one of us. Alex could have came to the hood and been good. So yeah. He did pass away. Now that I think about it, he did. And was still young too. Like he was up there in the age, but he was still young. Like Alex, he definitely showed that black don't crack. Even though he wasn't, the same color and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm like, because as he got older, I'm like, oh, Alex looking like he's 21. He was still, all white hair, but still fly with it though. I'm like, okay, Alex, son is definitely what type of water is he drinking? He definitely found the fountain of youth for sure. So look, PM, I ain't lying. Alex can come to the hood and be good. Ain't nobody touching AT. They got to answer to us. Pat Sajak and Vanna White have hosted Wheel Drunk many times. And did you know Vanna does 720 claps a show? Wow, I didn't know that. And wow. That's not even a long show though. Wow, I didn't know they were drunk. Wow, they played that off well. You would have never knew. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow. Well, I mean, that's actually it, everybody. I mean, as far as this episode, I mean, if there's anything else that you guys want to add in, you can definitely do so. But Yeah, this was fun. Wow, we touched on a lot of shows, a lot of topics. Thank you, man. Thank you. Like I said, I do this for you guys. You know, you guys show me the love, I show it right back. It's like from me to you. So absolutely. But real quick before we wrap up and get up out of here, I know a lot of people have like tons of questions and everything about this whole Battle of the Beats thing. So let me guys give you some insight on the whole segment. So I started Battle of the Beats a couple months ago. I actually did a trilogy, and I got a chance to feature different producers, some friends, some family, some are like people that I met through other mutual friends and family. So I gave everyone the opportunity to showcase all of their beats and their musical talent all in one showcase while they battle with other people. And then I gave, some of my people that I do know on and off of YouTube the opportunity to come in and judge and critique the battles. Um, it's been a huge success, over 1,500 views so far in less than a year. So thank you all for that support. And the numbers are still going too. Um, so I truly appreciate it. If you guys haven't gotten a chance to see it, definitely go into the playlist tab, look up my playlist, the debate table, and scroll all the way down. You guys will be able to watch all three of those episodes, BOB 1 through 3. Check them out. Let me know what you guys think. But what we're going to do is we're going to start a series. Well, I'm going to start a series. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, I honestly, like, at first I was kind of nervous because I thought it was going to be like a flop. Because when I first presented the idea to everybody, a lot of people were laughing and joking. They weren't taking it serious. Some people were like, nah, I don't want to do that, nah, this and that. And I'm like, look, man, I feel like it could be something big. Let's just do it. We have nothing to lose. Like, we're all trying to grow. We're trying to build a network. Let's just do it. Let's see what happens. And, when I really painted the picture for everybody, I was kind of like RZA from the Wu-Tang. I had to really like get into their heads and, show them like, look, this could be something big. Let's do it. Like, my instincts aren't lying to me. And so we ended up doing it. And the first episode, it took off. Literally, I think we had like 300 views just within the first 24 hours of the stream being posted. And next thing you know, I'm getting hit up. People are like, yo, do it again. I'm like, we did it again. The numbers were just the same, if not higher. Then I got the call, do another one. I was like, all right. And at first, I wasn't going to do a third one because I wasn't sure. But then people started hitting me. I was like, yo, get another one going. So we ended up doing it. And then that was going to be it, honestly. I was just going to do the little trilogy, kind of like how they do with the movies, and then just wrap it up. But more and more people started coming in, and they were like, yo, like, this is dope. I literally just watched all three of them, and this is like a really dope thing that you're doing for people and stuff like that. And then, the fact that you formulated it into a podcast, it's just even more dope. And so I wasn't sure if some of the producers wanted to come back, but when they saw how the success was taking off with it, they were like, yo, let's do this again. So I didn't want to start doing Battle of the Beast 4, 5, 6, 7. So then I started thinking, I'm like, okay, how can I change it up this time around? Because on the first three, I had different producers coming in, and all of them were facing off against each other to see who was going to take the crown. So I said, you know what? Let me bring everybody back, plus some new faces, but this time around, have them face off one-on-one and just let them have the opportunity to add more beats to the catalog. Because if you guys watch the first three, they only showcased 4 beats each. But this time around, they're going to be doing 6 beats each. So I'm going to have judges this time because I don't want it to be any type of bias or favoritism and stuff like that. I want it to be equal and fair for every producer, regardless whether they win or lose. It's just going to be a dope opportunity for everybody to get their name out there, network, connect with different people, and get that credit and recognition that they may not have gotten from people who might have doubted or judged or didn't think that their stuff was good enough. That's not the case. We got different people that we're meeting every single day on this platform. So I want to give them the opportunity to be able to shine musically and show what they can bring to the table with all these different genres. Now, if you guys are thinking that this BOB thing is going to be one particular genre, wrong-o, absolutely not. We're going to be tackling all different genres. So you're going to hear a little bit of everything. You're going to hear R&B. You're going to hear soul. You're going to hear jazz. You'll hear some country, classical, hip hop, R&B, rap, of course. That's. But most people were thinking that this BOB thing was just going to strictly be rap and hip hop. No, it's not going to be. It's not your average beat battle. We tackling all different types of genres. So there's going to be a vibe for everybody. because everybody likes to hear different stuff. You know, sometimes you don't always want to hear that hard hitting, music that just makes your ears hurt. Like you want to. Sometimes you want to mellow out to something. You want to hear something that gives you meditation type vibes. You want to hear something that's going to give you that little groove, like, oh snap! Now here we go. Now to the left, to the right, now back, and to the front. You want something different. Like when I'm in the car, I listen to my phone or my iPod and stuff because I want to hear different stuff. I don't always want to hear the same old thing. I'm cool with it here and there, but sometimes I like to just vibe out to different things because I love all different types of genres. So you're going to hear dance, you're going to hear club, you're going to hear a little bit of everything from all different people. And keep in mind too, your boy's going international too. So I've actually reached out to some people overseas, and they're going to be coming to the battle. So episode 1 of this Battle of the Beat series kicks off Sunday, January 8th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So save the date, mark your calendar, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. It's going to be dope. The more people, the better. And just come in and just vibe out and turn your speakers up because it's going to be dope. Give me a second. I'm going to drop the link so you guys have it. That way you can just click right on it and hit that notification for it. But yeah, it's going to be fun. So this first episode coming up Sunday, I have 2 dope producers. One of them is from Philly. He goes by the name of Christopher Wanzel. Very dope. If you guys ever heard of the producer Madlib, I've kind of nicknamed him that because his beats remind me a lot of him. And then I have another guy. His name is Sonny. I'm not sure how to say his last name. Aleye or something like that. He's originally from here, but now he lives all the way in Japan. Yeah, like I said, international. Those 2 are going to be facing off this Sunday, 8 p.m. It's going to be dope. And let me tell you, I already got a chance to hear their beats a couple months back. Whew, that's all I'm going to say. Whew. Let me do that one more time and raise the eyebrows high and make my eyes wide. Whew. It's dope. Their stuff is very dope. Oh, God, chat is flying right now. Hold on a second. Let me just get caught up with everybody. What's going on, Swoop? There it is. How you feeling? How you living? Welcome in. Appreciate you coming through. Fusion of genres. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm good. I'm just letting everybody know about Battle of the Beats coming up. What's going on, TLC? Hey, I got to shout out TLC for a minute. Not only because she just recently became a member. And again, big shout out to all my people that are members. My lady, everybody else, my aunt, my mom, a couple other people that are big members and have been supporting the channel for quite some time now. Thank you. I love you all. But I got to shout out Tia Coffee real quick because she actually introduced me to several producers that she knows that does music. So they're actually going to be featured on this Battle of the Beat series. And 2 of them in particular are actually brothers. And they're going to be facing off either episode 3 or 4. They go by the names of your boy Smooth and E Money. So be on the lookout for that. So big shout out to TLC. Thank you for introducing me to them because they are both incredibly dope and talented. So thank you. Seriously. I mean that from the heart. Okay, everybody just saying what's up. So got it now. We'll try to make it. Yeah, even if you can't make it, just catch the replay. Like I said, it's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. I'll be there for sure. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And speaking of the devil, stop it. Cut it out. Don't you even come in here doing that mess. You are not quitting. This right here is another incredibly dope producer. He was actually on the first and the second B.O.B. My boy Sam, a.k.a. KS Trappington. He's going to be in the series. Don't pay no mind to him saying he quit. He ain't quitting nothing because he's over there doing his beats as we speak. So don't you come in here starting that. Don't make me go Shannon Sharp on you. Stop it, Skip. Don't do it. Give me those beats. Let's get it, my guy, because I know you're over there putting some heat together. He's a mad scientist. He likes to play around a lot. Since you mentioned Madlib, when you get a minute, listen to Soon and Then. Yeah. Oh, my God. PMC, you are my guy. I love that song off of Talib Kweli's album, Eardrum, right? Look, I know music, my guy. That's my song right there. I love that vibe. I love that. Stop it. Look, don't listen to him, okay? Don't listen to him. He is a very dope producer, by the way. Thank you. Mama, tell him again. I'm going to leave that up there for a minute. Sam, do you see what she said? You can't quit. In fact, you aren't quitting. You're going to do it. You ain't got no choice. I will go Joe Clark on you. All right? You're going to do it. It ain't too much. Stop it. It ain't too much, never too much. Don't you go Luther Vandross on me. All right? No. You get those beats going, sir. You playing around. But yeah. Big shout out to Tia. Big shout out to Tia as well. I can't stand him. He said, I'm in bed. Get your ass up and get them beats going. Stop playing around. I don't want to hear that. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, In the Mood. I love that song too. See, now you got me wanting to go listen to Eardrum now. That was such a slept on album. But yeah, so Chris does remind me of Wanzel. Honestly, as far as Sonny, I don't even know how to describe his sound. It's just dope. They're both dope. But again, it's definitely going to be one for the books and stuff like that. And just so you guys know, I did a few test runs. So now the sound quality is going to be a lot better. I know when we first did B.O.B. 1 through 3, the sound, it was still good. But I noticed when you're streaming audio through StreamYard, if you don't have video files, what it does is it removes the bass. So you can still hear the song and the music, but you hear the highs. You don't hear those lows. But this time, you're going to be able to hear those lows. So if you in your car, if you at home, if you're in your parents' basement, or even the attic, you know, people deck out the attics. If you got a man cave, if you got a female cave, if you in the club somewhere and they'll let you, be able to use the system and stuff to play it wherever you're going to be at, turn them speakers up. Because again, it's going to be an absolute vibe. And big shout out to all my judges who are going to be participating for this event as well. So give me 1 second for those who don't have the link or I haven't already set the notification. I'm going to do it right now. So give me 1 second. If I can even. Okay. Well, see, I'm trying to figure out how to do it from here. Actually, give me 1 second. I know how I can do it. Hold on. 1 second. Uno momento. All right, here we go. Got it. All right, so right there, ladies and gentlemen, that's the link for episode 1 on Sunday. Click on that, set the notifications, and I will see you guys on Sunday. But again, I do truly appreciate everybody coming through, showing this continuous love and support. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this episode. He say he reminds me of Medea. Yeah, he definitely does. But I love Shannon Sharp though, you know. Yeah, absolutely. But again, appreciate this. Thank you all for continuing to support the debate table. More and more episodes on the way, including episodes of this Battle of the Beat series. It's going to be dope. Each and every episode, where I'm working extremely hard to make sure that you guys enjoy each and every one of them and you can rock out to these incredible, eclectic musical vibes. So get ready. That's all I'm going to say. Get ready. So again, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, hit that notification bell. Anytime I go live, come through, kick your feet up, relax. My home is your home. You already know what it is. And remember, 4 beautiful things that make this world go round: peace, love, positivity, and prosperity always. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Big Daddy Beard. This has been another episode of the Debate Table. And in the words of Uncle Russell Simmons, thank you very much. God bless and good night. Love y'all. Peace. And I'm gone.